So let us understand the concept of probability. Probability of any event is the number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So what we need to do in this question, we need to find out one, that is total number of outcomes, and two, we need to find out how many outcomes are in favor. So what we do, here we have two coins. So the first thing is, let us check the sample space. So since we have two coins, right, you don't need to memorize the sample space, right? So we have the first coin and the second coin. Now the point is, how many possibilities are there for the first coin? The first coin has two possibilities. Either the coin will fall head or tail. What are the possibilities for the second coin? The possibilities for the second coin is also two, head or tail. Now sample space is always the product of the possibilities, which is 4. So one thing we are sure of, that is the total number of outcomes is 4. Okay? Alright, now for the solution. Let's see the total outcomes. The outcomes can be head, head, which is an outcome, head, tail, tail, head, and tail, tail. You should not have the misconception that head, tail, and tail, head are ultimately the same outcomes. No, they are considered as two different outcomes. That is, the first coin is head, second is tail, and in this case, the first coin is tail, second is head, right? So we have 4 outcomes. Now, the condition of this question says, what is the possibility of getting at the most one head? Now, the word at the most means that you don't want heads. That is why you are putting a restriction. So, here we got 2 heads. So, of course, we don't want, because the condition says we can only tolerate at the most one head. This is, of course, selected and accepted because one head, at the most one head, so yes, we have one head. Here also, at the most one head, so we accept. Now is the point where students will make mistakes. They will look for heads in the 4th option. They will say, okay, in this option we don't have heads, so let us rule it out. No, the condition says at the most. That means you don't want the head, and here we don't have any. You didn't ask for, we didn't give any. So that means if you get both tails, it's perfectly alright. So at the most, you will consider, at the most means what? Maximum one head. I've got 2 heads, I've ruled it out. But here I did not get more than one, did not get more than one, did not get more than one. We are very happy. Got it or not? So there are 3. What is the favorable outcomes? So the total number of outcomes, as we had discussed, was 4, and the number of favorable outcomes was 3. So that means the answer is 3/4. Okay?